Good evening, friends, and hello, and welcome, and good evening, and hello to you all. It's a beautiful Sunday night, and we're here to play the third campaign scenario, the third scenario from the solo campaign booklet for the Anarchy. So I played a lot of the Anarchy, played a lot of games of it, both multiplayer and by myself. But this particular campaign, I've only played the first two missions, and I filmed it on stream. I played a lot of games of it just by itself, and it's glorious. It's such a wonderful game. There's sort of like a level to roll and writes difficulty, and this one sits sort of quite high, but I do find it quite easy because I think there's a lot of really easy synergies that you can work towards. But anyway, that's something we can talk about as we play the game. I really like it. It's a good game. If you haven't played it and you're looking to try a meaty roll and write, I would recommend this one. Twilight Inscription is also very good. Hadrian's Wall is the progenitor to this, and I do think Hadrian's Wall is great also. Hadrian's Wall is a little more luck dependent, just a little bit. This one, it feels like you're very much in control from the first round, and you get to build a castle, which is just fucking awesome. G'day, Ben. Yeah, this is a sick game. Sick game. I've played like 15 games, but I just, yeah, as I said the other day, when I have a solo campaign, I like to savor it. It's very rare for me to just go through it all in one hit. So this is the campaign. Oh, there's my face. What are you doing on there, Deno? I don't know what I'm doing there, but here I am. Hello. I'm supposed to be this side, I think. I'll sort that out another day. Anyway, yes. So chapter 3. So if you go back and look at the last playthrough, we did complete the bonus goal, which means we start this mission with a surf and a food. I haven't actually checked that, but I don't recall losing any of these games. And so in this one, we have the castle cards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our victory requirements are 0 discontent, the completed mercenaries quarter, and 60 or more victory points. Our bonus goal is 20 might. So we have our fresh sheets. I love it. I am playing as the red characters. My opponents will be the yellow. Here is my surf and my food to start us off. And yes, so if you haven't played the Anarchy, you can go and watch some other playthroughs. There's a playlist. But basically it's a flip and write where we're going to colour in circles and squares on this board, and accrue resources, and then spend those resources to colour in more circles and squares. And that's the whole game, and it's awesome. But during the game, we're also going to be building a castle and defending it from attack. We're also going to attack other castles, which are these ones here, which is sick. The cards that I flip on this area here represent the attacks to our castle that will be happening at the end of the round. And this is why I say that this is better than Hadrian's Wall from a randomness perspective, because Hadrian's Wall is very much luck dependent, because you'll flip cards and you don't have any insight as to where those attacks are coming from. Whereas here, we can see, these are the first two attacks, that the front and rear walls are getting attacked and my gatehouse is getting attacked. Now this little skull symbol here represents that it's a strong attack. And so we look at the letters down here to determine the value. Both of them are 2. So I need to defend my gatehouse with 2 and the front and rear walls with 2 to defend this era's attacks. Year, turn, whatever it's called. So now we're going to deal out 2 of these. These are called path cards, and these will be our starting resources plus our end game scoring. So these are important cards and we will have a look at what we've got here. Okay, both of those are bad. Spies gained is bad, so we won't be taking that one. We'll be taking this one, which is Tactician. Researched Tactics. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. So the starting resources that we generate for that are 1, 2, 3 serfs, 1, 2, 3, 4 craftsmen, 3 wood, 2 patrons, and 1 gold. And then we look down here and we see what we gain. So we gain another serf from our serf production. We gain another wood from our wood production. We gain another silver from our silver production. We gain a single food, and we gain 2 soldiers. You'll be a soldier, lad. And we're ready to start the game. Okay, so I have a approach to this game that I think is how you succeed, generally, without too much difficulty. But in this scenario, we have to maybe deviate from that slightly, because we need to have 0 discontent. Our mercenaries quarter must be completed, and with 60 VP. The 60 VP is a piece of shit, piece of piss. That's easy. So my theory on this game is you need to attack every castle. And so every round I try and attack the castle as my first action, because it generates you resources to help continue your turn. You do have to spend resources, of course, to get them, but that's okay. So here's what we need. To attack this castle, we need 4 strength. We also need 1 food and the ladder. So I have the 1 food, perfect. The 4 strength I don't have, I've only got 2. However, if I spend these 2 gold, I could recruit mercenaries, but I need the ladders. So I'm gonna have to spend 2 gold to firstly get a serf there, and then research ladders. I then have to spend my craftsman to build the ladders, and that gains me a might. Okay, underway. I've got 2 patrons. Those 2 patrons are going to get me level 1 in governance, which gets me a gold, and level 1 in worship, which gets me a gold. There's my gold back. So now I am almost able to attack that castle. I need 2 more power. So the easiest way for me to get power is to spend gold here on the knight's track. So if I go 1 knight and 1 warrior, that's inefficient use of resources, but yeah, let me think. Okay, I'm going to build the gatehouse first of all. So that's a level 1 gatehouse. So as I said, I've only played 2 of the missions, and I've enjoyed how it has forced me to change tactics. This is excellent. This is a game that I would highly recommend to anyone that is into solo games and into sort of more serious games. I like Hadrian's Wall as an entry point into this. I think Hadrian's Wall is a little bit easier to grasp. This is a little bit more obtuse at times, but I think this is the better game. Of Garphill, I've played Legacy of You, and I've played Paladins of the West Kingdom, which is behind me, and I've played Hadrian's Wall, and I think I might have played one of like the Architects of the West Kingdom, maybe, a multiplayer game quite a while ago. Okay, don't get sidetracked here, Deno. I want to buy a knight. I always want to buy a knight. So I'm going to buy a knight. There he is. So I can now make that attack. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to send 1, 2, 3, 4 power to attack this castle. It cost me 1 food, and I require ladders, which I have. And as a reward for that, I'm going to get 2 bravery, 1, 2, and that gets me a serf. And it's going to get me 2 coins and a food. So at the end of the round, I will need to spend 1 food to defend my castle and feed the troops. So that's all done. So this is what we've got to play with here. Now we know that the gatehouse is getting attacked at 2 power. So if I was just to build another gatehouse, which would cost this and this, I have played Legacy of You, yeah. I think I did 4 or 5 episodes of the campaign on the channel. It's great game. I'll lend it to my friend who likes solo games as well, Koki, and he has played it and enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm just going to build a gatehouse because that's going to also unlock a patron. So there's my patron, and my gatehouse is now level 2. So the gatehouse has successfully defended from this attack. I now need to defend the front and rear walls. So I only have 1 craftsman and 1 wood for the moment. We'll see what we can do about remedying that in a second. Those are both being attacked at level 2, so I need 1 and 1 in soldiers. Okay, so I just need 1 more craftsman. Let's send some serfs. Here's my first serf. He's going to go to the quarry and get me a wood. My next serf is going to go to the training grounds and get me a knight. I think I'm going to send 4 more serfs to get both of those leveled up. So this one, this one, this one. That gets me a materials production as well as a wood. Boom. And this one gets me a soldier production as well as a soldier. All right, so I put both of these guys on the walls. And now I need 1 craftsman, so I'll spend 1 money there to gain a craftsman. And now I'm going to spend these to build 2 walls. So here's the first one, here's the second one, and I also gain a patron. So 3 patrons, and I have level 1 wall and level 1 wall. So let's just review to make sure we're fine. So I'm definitely doing it a bit stupidly. There we go. So the top and the bottom are being attacked at power A. Power A is 2. So I've got 1 wall and 1 wall defending. Perfect, because I've got the soldiers to protect it. I've also got the gatehouse being attacked at power E, which is 2. The gatehouse is at 2. So we're fine. We're fully defending the attack, which is excellent. So now, with the leftover resources, we think about what else we can do. I've got a bonus food, that's right. So I've got 1 serf. I wouldn't mind using him on Michaelmas. So let's get a level in... I could also go for this small mint, couldn't I? If I was to go the small keep. So I can build the small keep right now if I buy a craftsman. And I do like the small keep. And then I could send all 3 of my patrons there, which would get me the level that I need in entertainment, as well as an influence. Influence doesn't help me right now. But I definitely want to level in entertainment so I can do a tournament. And I would like to win a tournament, that would be good. Alternatively, we go for a Valentine's Day. That would be good. No, I think we'll go the keep. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to spend 1 of my gold to gain another craftsman. With that craftsman and the wood I've got left over, I'm going to build the small keep. I can build the small keep at level 1. When I build the small keep, it gains me an influence, and that's done. I've got 3 patrons. I'm going to send all 3 of them, 1, 2, 3 here to the small keep. The first one gets me a knight. The second one gets me a resource of my choice. I will take a money. And the third one gets me a one of these 3 options. I'll take entertainment, which gets me a wood, and also gains me an influence. And what do you know? The influence gains me a craftsman. So that's good. So the small keep's fully built, and so the knight is going to provide me a serf next turn. Okay, so now that I'm at level 1 on entertainment, I'll spend a food to host a tournament. We've got another knight. I should have, yes, thank you. And he should have moved up as well. Excellent. All right, so now the tournament. So we're going to flip 2 of these cards. I'll give these a shuffle just in case I didn't. I've paid me bread. I've got me knight. So the first, my attack is on the right. And yep, so that's a draw. So we go to the second attack. I've gone in the center. Okay, that's another draw. And another draw. So on 3 draws, I win a joust. So as a winner, I get another soldier, and I gain another influence. Influence. And that's done. All right, so I have this, and maybe now we start building the Moat. What am I going to do with this serf? Yeah, let's do a Michaelmas. So I'll send the serf down here to Michaelmas. So we're going to flip 2 cards. We get a 1 and a 5, which we'll take as a 6. 1 and 5. So I get 2 resources of my choice. I will take 2 gold. I will dig the moat out twice. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that gets me a wood. And the moat is now at level 1. Here's me wood. Okay, so do I want to... I've got 4 gold. That's good. I don't want to go too heavy up this mercenaries track just yet. What I think I might be better off doing is going 1, 2, 3, 4 and getting a knight production, as well as a knight now, which should turn into a serf next turn. So that'll work, I think. And then with the knight, yeah, I'll have a patron, so I can do warcraft. I can spend the night to research a tactic, and I do want to research 4 tactics thanks to tactician. Yes, all right, so we're going to do that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. I'm going to go 1 patron, 1 craftsman, 2 patrons, 1 knight. And most importantly, a knight production. So the knight production in the first round is part of what I think is a winning strategy. So I've now got 2 more wood and stuff. So I'm going to send a patron to Warcraft. It's going to get me another soldier. And do I want to build the 2 more walls? Yeah, I could build walls. I'm going to build 2 more walls. Let's do that. So we get 1 wall, 2 walls, and then we're going to get another patron, and we're going to move up the might track. So there's me might. We're at might 3. I'll build level 1 wall and level 1 wall. So now we can advance those to level 2, should we need to. So I've still got patrons and knights. The first knight I'm going to send here to research a tactic. Rocks is generally a good one because you're always going to have this card. It's called an Escalade. You're always going to have one of those cards, but the one that really gets you is catapults. So I'm going to research covers. Covers is bullshit. All right, that gains us another red. That was using him. So if I spend 2 more warriors, I can gain another level of moat, which I will. 1, 2. Gets me a wood, and my moat's now level 2. And now if I spend the wood, on covers, that's fine, but I might be able to get another craftsman somehow. Let's see if that's possible. So I could do a St. Valentine's festival. That might be good. I can't build the stables yet. I would really like to build the small mint, but that's not going to happen this turn. Maybe next turn. Need to be level 2 there. So yeah, this one doesn't really help me. I'm just going to put him over here defending the walls. And what that will do is that will leave me with 1, 2, 3 power, which will be a surf next turn when that runs out. So yeah, look, I think I'll just buy covers. A protection from future catapult attacks, which will almost certainly not happen now that I've built it. Stupid catapults. Okay, yeah, let's do a St. Valentine's festival. It's always good to try and get your surf production up. The sooner you can do that, the better. So I'll flip a pink 2, and I'll flip a blue 5. So no value yet on the St. Valentine's festival, but always good option. There's no value pretty much anywhere for this guy other than this entertainment slot. I'll just take that. I don't really like the beer track, but so we'll flip that. We get a wheat and a hops, I think it is. Done. At the brew house. Okay, I believe we are all done, bar the shouting, for the first round. How did we go? So let's have a look at our attacks. As you can see, we do this one first. So this is a attack on the gatehouse at level E, which is power 2. And you can see that my gatehouse has 2 defense on it. So we successfully defend that attack. And because that is a black attack, we gain a bravery, a skull attack for that, 1 bravery. The second attack is attacking these 2 walls. Both of my knights are going to get wounded. Doot, doot. But that's okay because we survive the attack, which means we will gain 1 loyalty. Done. And then we will discard this, this, and this, and we will gain ourselves a surf for next turn. Good start. Promising start. So that gets flipped. And that's basically gone now as well. Good work. Okay, so that gets shuffled back in. That gets shuffled back in. And we'll prepare for the next round. It's a snappy game when you know what's happening. I've got to make some headway into this mercenary situation, haven't I? All right, so we've got here and here. Yes, catapults, the covers work. Oh, whoops, this should have been flipped the other way. All right, I'll do this one because that one's hidden. And we'll shuffle this. Yes, it's good to have catapults and the covers in preparation. Yes, I'm so happy. All right, our walls are getting attacked at power 2, so we'll build both of these walls up in this round. Wrong button, Deno. There you go. Yep, so the side walls are getting attacked, which is fine, and that's at power A and A, which is 2 in this round. The covers are attacking at C, the catapults, so C will be 1. So I'm just going to have to discard one of my covers that I built, which is awesome. And I don't know what power this will be at, but it is a gatehouse attack, which will either be D or E, so it'll 3 or 3. So my gatehouse is currently power 2, so we need to do something about that. This guy moves up here. And we will either be a priest, St. Valentine's Day festival fairs, or constructed towers and gates. I like this one because of the gold, so I will be taking that one. So that is going to be 4 serfs, 2 craftsmen, 1, 2, 3. I think I had to spend my food, by the way. 2 patrons and 2 gold. Excellent. Now we also have 1 serf from here. We have 2 materials from materials production. We have 1 silver. And we have 1 food, so food, something we need to address. 3 soldiers and a glorious knight. So we are actually ready to attack that right now. All we need is a ballista. Okay, that's 2 wood and a food. Not useful, really, for attacking that castle. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to spend a silver to research the ballista. And I'm going to build the ballista, which gains me a might. And now that I've built the ballista, I can spend 1 food and these guys to attack this castle. I successfully defeat that castle, and that gains me 3 bravery, 1, 2, 3, which gains me a soldier. And it also gains me 2 wood and another food. All right, so for food, we want to probably start generating some food production. Done. Is that right? I can't remember. No, we're there. Okay, I would like to build the crane this turn, but I think the mint is of more importance right now. And I definitely need to get some craftsmen. Okay, I'm going to build, or I'm going to take a level in governance with my patron, and I'm then going to build the small mint. That cost me those 2 guys. It's not good value at this point, but then I can send 2 serfs there, and they will get me a silver production, a gold right now, and an influence, and the influence gets me closer to another patron. I've got enough covers, so I don't need to worry about that. My 1 patron, I think we want to send to entertainment, do we? Let's keep him in reserve right now. I'm going to send one of my serfs down here to Michaelmas at level 2. So the first one is a 6 and the second one is a 2. That's an 8. Do I want to take 1 resource and a heart? Or do I try and go for this one and this one? Yeah, I might try and be a bit greedy here. I'm going to put this 2 here, and I'm going to put this 6 here. So that's me being very greedy. But that's okay. I'm allowed to be greedy. Now I'm going to spend 2 of these golds to get 2 craftsmen and a craftsman production. So there's me 2 craftsmen and my craftsman production. Yeah, I'm just going to build my walls right now. So wall, and a might, which gets me another craftsman. So we'll probably build a crane. So I'm going to level up my 2 side walls to level 2. So we know that's defending that attack. This gatehouse, yeah, I think we need to build the crane and then take another craftsman. Okay, so I'm going to spend my last gold on the crane, silver, I should say, and I'll spend these 2 to build the crane, which gets me a serf. Now, if I send this patron down here to entertainment, he will get me the food that I need, as well as a loyalty, and the loyalty will gain me another soldier. So I've got 3 soldiers now, and I've also got my crane, so I can start moving further up here. I've got 4 serfs. I need to be level 2 here for Michaelmas. Now an influence is going to get me another patron. I think that might be worth it. If we can try for another tournament, it's probably worth the risk. of losing our food. So I'm going to do it. We're going to go for another tournament. We gain a knight. A knight. All right. Wish us luck in the joust. Draw. Us. No, he's defeated us. Oh, that's always bad when you lose one of those. Okay, that was an unfortunate turn of events. That'll probably prevent us from getting 100 points. I did get that right, didn't I? I'm sure I did. Yep, I'm not stupid. Okay, well, the influence would have got me the patron. That would have allowed me to move up this track. Can't do that. So, am I crazy right now to just send all of these guys to go up the training grounds and just get myself a lot of warriors to keep digging up my moat? Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to send 4 serfs. 1, 2, 3, 4. That gets me 2 soldiers. And also gets me a soldier production for next turn. Very nice. And then I can send 4 soldiers to dig out a moat. 1, 2. There's me 2 moats. It's up to level 4. And I also get 2 wood out of that. And a mite. So the 2 wood is not useful really. Oops, I needed to send one of those guys to get me food. I've messed up. We've messed up. Is there any way for me to roll that back, or do I just cop that? I think it's okay if I cop it. I don't need to worry about discontent. We've got lots of ways of getting a discontent reversal. So let's just... yeah, we'll send our knight and our soldier to defend the front. 4 wood is a waste on covers. 1, 2, 3, 4. But c'est la vie. So I'm going to suffer a discontent, unfortunately, because I did not have enough food to defend the castle. We'll be fine though. So let's see where we get attacked. On the gatehouse, yes, we're getting attacked at E, which is a 3. So I'm going to lose this little guy. But that gets me a bravery. And the covers, we just spend 1 of our covers to protect against catapults. And then these are both level 2, which is defending against A, against the escalade. So once again, we've successfully defended the attack. And that has earned us 2 loyalty. 1, 2. Great work, team. It's all going well. I do need to get this mercenary situation happening though. We need to get some gold. I got 2 silver coming in now, so, but just whatever silver we get is probably going into here, and hopefully my gamble will pay off for this. All right, so our next turn is here. So that's the side and the rear, and that's going to be at 3 this time. So once again, we'll need to keep those walls being built. So this one's face up, this one's face down, this one's face up. All right, we have no tower defense at all. And we've just flipped 2 towers. Okay. The good news, we've got an opportunity to build some towers before this attack comes. And we flipped a champion, tournaments 1, or the silversmith, completed mint levels. Well, that's an easy choice. So we've got 4 serfs, and we didn't have any leftover serfs from there. 2 craftsmen, 3 wood, 2 patrons, 2 silver, plus 1 serf, plus 1 craftsman, plus 2 wood, plus 2 more silver. Yes, go the mint. Plus a food. Yeah, okay, food's probably my focus now. 4 soldiers and a knight. I need 1 food and I need the stables to attack this castle. He is now here. But the reward is lavish and I would like that very much. So I have the power, I have the food, but I need to build a catapult and I need to build a stables. So 2 patrons are going to move up this track here, the Warcraft track, 1, 2, which gains me an influence, and that gains me a patron back. I'm going to spend 1 of my gold to research the catapult, and I'm going to spend 1 craftsman and 2 wood to build the catapult, and that gained me a might. I have now the small stables to build, and that gains me an influence, which is here. And then, do I want to send my serfs there? I don't think so. I think we'll send some soldiers. Yep, so I'll send 3 soldiers to the stables. 1, 2, 3. That gets me a food. Gets me a coin, which is very much needed. And it gets me a knight of the 7 towers. And with those 2 knights and this soldier and 1 bread and my horse, I can now attack this, and I will do so. So that is going to gain me 3 bravery, 1, 2, 3, which gains me a serf. It's going to gain me 1 might, which gains me a patron, and it's going to gain me 2 more silver. Okay, so now we need to start thinking about these towers. There's a lot of towers. It's probably just better that we research arrows and pour some stuff into that, bolts. Just because we've got, what's that attack? That's 4 power, all right. Oh, my gold. So, I move my tent up. Ah, dear. All right, we've got lots and lots and lots of troops, so I can spend money on the mercenaries track, and maybe that's the right thing to do, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to spend 5 gold, silver, here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's 5 soldiers. 4, 5, 2 patrons and a patron production. Okay. So that's good. I've still got 1 silver. That'll probably go towards a craftsman, so I can build 2 towers. No, it'll be 2 levels of gate, because that one I need to protect if I'm going to be investing in bolts. Yep. Okay. So yep, that's what we'll do. We will send this money here to get a craftsman. And then I'll build the next 2 levels of my gatehouse. 1, 2. Taking my gatehouse to level 4, and I gain a might, and I gain a patron. 1 might. Patron. I got 5 patrons. All right, cool. I'm going to send 2 of them down to the entertainment track. So that gets me a brew house, and it gets me a gold. Brew house. Yeah, green. Wheat. Fine. So I'm going to send someone to Michaelmas at level 4. A serf. Yes, the 2. The plan comes up. And a 3. Yeah, the plan is glorious. So this 2 will land right here. That's going to get me an influence and 3 resources. And that's going to be wood, wood, wood. No, it'll be gold and 2 wood, I think. Okay, and then the 3 is pretty ordinary. So I think, yeah, maybe we'll just go this 3 here and try and catch another 1. All right, I'm at level 5, so I can go there again. Question is, do I want to? Let's look at the defense situation. So B and A. B is 2 and A is 3. So if I built no towers, I would need to spend I need to spend 5 bolts. Okay. So I do need to research bolts first now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to send a patron there to research bolts. And that gets me a warrior, a soldier. So we might just be sending the soldiers all the way there. Okay, still got 2 patrons. So it might just be up the governance track. Yep, so I'll send 2 of them up the governance track. 1, 2. Gains me a loyalty, which gains me another serf. Okay. So let's try another Michaelmas, level 5. And let's see if we can jank a 1 and an 8. So there is a 6 and an 8. Oh, Deno, you're such a good-looking rooster sometimes. All right, I'll put the 6 here. And the 8 goes here for 14. So 1, 2, 3. That's 3 resources of my choice. All right, so we probably take 1 wood and 2 more gold. Yep, that's nice. All right, so let's take the patron. And that will let me move up the governance track. Yep, this is all working well so far. All right, so I'll spend 2 gold, 1, 2. I'll go 1 patron. And then the second one, I might just think about that one for a second. I'll send my patron to go here to governance, and that gets me a serf and a serf production. Okay, so now I'm at level 5 here. What can I build there? I can build the medium keep and the medium mint. I could get 2 more craftsmen, but I don't have the patrons for that. I could get 1 craftsman, and I could get 1 patron. Yeah, I have the crane, so that's fine. Alternatively, we just use the wood to build towers. 2 towers. No, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send 2 of my gold here and here to get another craftsman production, as well as 2 craftsmen. Cool. So now I am going to build 2 levels of tower. Actually, I might just build 1 level of tower. Let's do that. So I build a tower and I gain a patron. So my patron's there. The tower will be level 1. The front is getting attacked at level 3, so I'll put it at the front. Love your towers. Go. Now, if I send this patron, if I build the medium keep, I get an influence. That gets me another craftsman. That could be quite useful. This now probably just goes here and gets me another patron. Yep, all right, we'll do that. We'll gain a patron. So I now got 2 patrons, which means I could build the medium keep, gaining me an influence. Gets me a craftsman back. I can build the medium mint. I'll send 2 serfs there to staff it, and I'm at level 5. So I gain a coin production and I gain a silver, and I gain an influence. Yeah, okay, this is working out all right. So with this silver, I'm going to gain this patron. Hang on. Yep, we'll do that. And I'll send all three of those patrons here to the medium keep. So the first one gets me a knight. The second one gets me a resource of my choice. It'll be a coin. I get one up the worship track. I get one up the tent track. That flips me two of these. Which is, yep, this one and this one. I hate the brew house. It sucks. And an influence here. Okay, good. Food situation is we need 2 more food. I'll send these 3 serfs here to get 1, 2 food, as well as a food production. So we now have successfully fed the people. I have all my knights here, all my guys here, and I have 1 more serf. So 1 more serf, I can't do a Michaelmas, I don't have any patrons. This, I reckon we just buy 2 more warriors. 2 more warriors. 1, 2. I do have a knight. I'm not at level 5, so I can't research another tactic. I've only got 1 bolts, but I think we're going to be able to spread the forces enough. So my little serf, he is probably just going to be kind of a dead draw. I don't have a goal to host another tournament. I'm not at level 7, I'm only at level 6, so I can't do that. Can't build the large mint. Yeah, okay, so we'll just send my little serf here towards a warrior production. Okay, now to defend the castle. So the gatehouse is protected. The walls are coming in at level A, that's 3. Uh-oh. So that's that wall defended. And that's that wall defended. Now, I've only got 1 bolts. I didn't buy any bolts. That's dumb of you, Deno, but maybe we'll be okay. A is coming in at 3, so that's defending that. B is coming in at 2, so that's defending that. And now we just really have no idea what other direction they're coming from. So, and this is why this game is better than Hadrian's Wall, because you have some information, but you don't have all the information. And I love it. Do we risk it for the biscuit and hope that they're the same card? I'm going to do that. I'm going to risk it, and if we fail, it's just 1 card. But if we succeed, it's a glorious decision. All right, let's do our attacks. The first attack, B, attacking from the top. B is 2 power. These 2 brave guys defend the fortress. From the bottom is A. These 2 guys also bravely defend the fortress. That is a strong attack, and so we gain a bravery, which gets me a knight for next turn, a warrior I should say. All right, does the gamble pay off? No, I should have gone the other way. No. All right, C is only 2. Yep, so we can't defend that card, so we fail at that card. This one we succeed at, which gains me another bravery, and that's all good. And this one we succeed at because this guy dies and this guy dies. And so we will only gain 1 loyalty that round. Boo. And we will gain a discontent. So we need to manage our discontent shortly. Or we will lose this scenario. We do have 3 guys left over, so that will be a serf for next turn. Ah well, what can you do? Or you could plan better, is what you could do. You could build some bolts. I could have defended one of those walls with the bolts, but not two of them. All right. Oh, catapults. Okay, so catapults, hidden wall attack, bolts. At least we've got covers. And more of these. All right, we've already researched covers, so it's going to be easy. Sorry, not covers, bolts. Looks like the tower heavy strategy is going to be worth it. Completed knight's training, not looking good. Castles defeated, excellent, but no gold. That'll be okay. 3 serfs, 3 craftsmen, 4 wood, yes. 3 patrons, the patron saint of Big Deno. I only need 4 gold to clear out the mercenary quarter, so we're in good shape there. 2 serfs from my serf production, 2 craftsmen from my craftsman production, 2 wood from my wood production, 1 patron, 3 silver, yes, and 2 food, 1, 2, 4 soldiers, and a brave knight. I got a lot of things I want to do, and not a lot of people. All right, so if we manage to jank a Michaelmas, it would be delightful. If we were to get a 4 and a 1 for our cards, that would just be the best result. But yeah, let's see. That might be the path. What do we need for this? We need the black horse, we need 2 food, and we need the battering ram. So I'm going to spend a silver to do the battering ram. I'm going to spend a craftsman and 2 wood, which gains me a might. And I might, do I host a tournament? No, that's a silly thing to do, unless you win, in which case it's a great thing to do. St. Valentine's Festival could be the go. Yeah, let's do a Valentine's Pet Festival. See if we can get a few more serfs. So, if this flips a... Oh, yep, I've changed my mind. I'm doing this one first. Oh my god. 1 and 3. Okay, so that's 3. I'm taking 2 of those and a wood. Done. And now I'll do the pairs. 1, 6 and 6. That's nice. 1, 1. So that's a serf and a loyalty. Okay. So I have the power. I have the power to attack. I have everything we need. So let's just do that. But before I do that, is there a more efficient way to do it by gaining a knight? I need a food if I do that. Oh yeah, I took those. And I did that. There we go. I'll send 2 guys to governance here. 1 gets me a wood, and 2 gets me the knight. Okay, so that's just a slightly more efficient use of meeples. So I'll send those 2 guys. I'll spend me 2 food, and I've done everything else. We'll attack this town. We are successful. I don't want to overpay. You can actually overpay and get extra stuff, but I don't want to. I do get a gold. I get a wood. I get 4 bravery. 1, 2, 3, 4, which gets me a serf. And that gets me a loyalty, which gets me a soldier. And then I also get 1 might, which gets me a craftsman. I love this game. Okay, So we probably build the large keep. And we probably want to build the large crane, I think. Yeah, I'm going to spend 2 gold right here, 1, 2, to research this and the large crane. That gains me a surf, and then I'll spend 1 and 1 to build the large crane, which also gains me a surf. So I've got surfs to burn. I can then spend these 2 to build the large keep, and that gains me an influence, which is good. Okay, I'm going to spend 1, 2 gold to go here and get me a patron and 2 soldiers. Now, I still have 1 gold, a knight. Yeah, we only need the black horse for that one, so the stables can wait till the last round. Although it would be a good use of my soldiers right now, as if I could get my stables up there. How can I get some more patrons? Building! Alright, we're going to build 1, 2, 3 tower levels. So there's 1, 2, 3. It's going to go 1, 1, 1. And then also gain a mite and 1 patron. So that's 1 patron. I need 1, 2, 3 patrons to be able to build the stables. But I don't have a craftsman. But if I build 1 more level of tower, I gain the 3rd patron that I need. Great. And we know we're getting attacked from the top and bottom. C and B, so I'll put this one to level 2. Very good. Now, I could actually send my patrons here and not worry about the large stables till next round. I'll buy this craftsman, and I am going to build the large stables, and that gains me an influence, which gains me the patron. Oh, I need to go 1, 2, 3 to do that. 1, 2, 3, and that gains me a wood. So that's good. Yeah, and now I can send all of these guys, 1, 2, 3, here. That gains me a food. That gains me a gold. And that gains me a knight. And it also gets me the white horse for next round when we want to attack that castle, which is good. So stables done. We can now send that knight here to research another tactic. Let's do that, because we do need to have 4 research tactics for our thing there. And yep, could actually go up the ramparts maybe and get ourselves some redeployment and warrior production. So I could now build the levels of my moat, but once again, we're not being attacked here. But that would get me wood, which I could then spend on bolts to help me defend these 2 attacks. I like that. Yeah, so I'm going to send my next patron here to the large keep. He's going to get me a knight. Perfect. I'm going to spend this silver, on another craftsman. And I'm going to send that craftsman to build a wall. He's going to gain me a patron. And the level of wall that I want to defend, A is level 3, so we'll make this one level 2. Okay. So I'll gain myself another patron. I could send him to the Warcraft, but let's do something about... do we send all 4 of these to the moat? No, let's do this. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. To do farms and forest. 1, 1. So that's going to get me 2 wood and 2 food. As well as a food production and a wood production for next turn. Materials. Okay, so I still need 1 more food. And so I'll send these 2 little serfs here. 1, 2. So there's my food, all done. And all paid for. Yep, I've got 4 little guys. So I could send them to build the moat. Yeah, I'm going to send them to build the moat. Hang on, I need to calculate my defenses actually. So A and A is, yeah, I might need these guys for defending. I haven't done a very good job of calculating my defenses actually. So covers we've protected, and we know that's great because of some judicious work early. This is a problem. Yeah, I probably should have built more walls actually, but anyway, these 2 are likely to be saved without needing any troops. So maybe I just go like this and this, and then again we go here. I'll spend these 2 on bolts, 1, 2, and then where does this patron go? Here might get me a beer, which could be really useful. Could also get me this, which would be a silver. And I think 1 silver, which allows me to colour in 2 mercenaries, is much better. I think we should be okay on the attacks now. He says, hopefully. Cool. Yep. So I think I've done everything. I think everything right so far. Haven't done anything incorrect. I did 1 thing out of order, but that's okay. Okay, let's see how we go on this final round. So this is attacking the front and the back. C is only power 2, B is power 3. So defended, defended. And great. And then the same dealio here, both defended. This one is the problem, only attacking the front at power 3. We've actually done it. You legend, Deno. You legend. Covers, I have to spend 3 of my covers. 1, 2, 3. But I gain a bravery. Did I have 2 braveries? No, just 1 bravery there. And we're also going to gain 3 loyalty. 1, 2, 3 loyalty. And not to mention, we're now going to have 3 serfs going into the final round. Okay, the only downside that I see going into this last round is I need to clear out that 2 discontent, which will require me doing some lovely little Lammas Festival flags and colouring those. Let's have a party. Great way to finish. Okay, so castles defeated, we're going to score the maximum there. Completed mint levels, we've got 2 of them, so that's 2 points. Valentine's pairs, I need to sort that out. Research tactics. 1, 2, 3. What was the other one I researched? Oh, I don't think I coloured it in. It was going to be rocks. Sorry, I actually had to colour in our bolts from that attack before. Okay, great. Oh, that would have given me an extra warrior. Doesn't matter. It's the final round. Fight. great little game. I really enjoy it. Okay, let's see some more catapults. So this one's face up. This one's face down. Yes, catapults. Oh, the best. That one's face down. That one's face up. All right. So our last two cards to choose from are completed sums in Michaelmas. 4. I've already got that one. That'll be hard to knock back. Completed keep levels. I've already completed that. So both of those options, g'day in parting, will be good for me. Which one do I find more attractive in terms of resources? Probably this one with the wood, I think, will be nicer for me. I don't think I need too many patrons. I don't think. I will need a few patrons for here. No, let's do the wood. So 2 serfs, 1, 2, 3. Craftsmen, 1, 2, 3. 4 wood, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 patrons, 1, 2, 3. 1 silver. Here, 2 serfs. 2 craftsmen. 3 wood. Got wood. Yeah, look, it's a cool little game. I've got my little box here, little deck box that I got for it. So yeah, I'm going to take it on my next plane trip and traveling stuff. It's a nice little one. It's like Dragons of Etchinstone. Just a cool little game that you can muck around with whenever you want. 1 patron, 3 money, 1, 2, 3, 4 soldiers, and 1 knight. I really love having that knight early. And how many food did I get? 3 food. Okay, so this is where my approach last turn was definitely the right way to go. So I pay 1 silver to research a siege tower. Then I spend 2 craftsmen and 2 wood, and we're ready to go. So I get a soldier, and I get a might, which gets me there. So that's awesome. How good is it? It's such a good game. I'm so happy you feel the same way. I actually, just quietly, I played a game of it today just to try to remember the rules. And halfway through, I was like, this game's so good. Why do I not play this more? So yeah, anyway. I feel that way about so many games. Like I pulled out Deckers to have another go again today. Deckers, so good. Okay, so I've got 2 food. Now I just need to get a knight to be slightly more efficient. So I'm going to send a patron here. So that's going to move me up the Warcraft track. It's also going to move me up this monk track, which is going to move me up the loyalty track. And it's going to move me up the entertainment track, which gets me another loyalty, as well as 2 brewhouse. So we've got water drops. Okay, cool. And so water drops, and this and this. So I've actually picked up 2 beers there if I need them, which I never do. Okay, so that, oh, and we also gain ourselves an influence from that. That's nice. My next my next patron. Do we want to build the mint? No, let's look at wall defense. Oh, this is the bad one, isn't it? This is, you can only send soldiers. There's no tactics for that. Oh, that's bad. All right, so D, B, B. So B is 3 and D is 4. Okay, so I need to build up my walls a bit. You'll have to tell me about the West Kingdom games, because I've only played, what have I got? I've got Paladins of the West Kingdom there, which I played on stream a couple of months ago, and I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was good. And as I said, I think I played Architects maybe 5-6 years ago with my group when I was just really first getting into board games. Might have even been longer than that. and I don't remember much about it, but I remember thinking that it was quite good, and it's rated really highly on the solo board games list. So is that one I should track down and pick up to play on the channel, Architects? It's a worker placement, I'm pretty sure. How's the solo? I'd love to hear from you, Ben, if you rate the solo. How am I going to do this? I need a knight. All right. So it's probably just 2 levels of Warcraft. Yep, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go 1 level of Warcraft here. That's an influence. And I'm going to go 1 level of Warcraft here. That is a knight plus a knight production, which is absolutely useless right now. There's a knight. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 gold. One of it is going to be here to fill out the mercenary track, which is what we needed. And the second is going to be here, which gets me a 3rd knight. I'm now going to spend my 3 knights, my 2 food, my white stables, and my siege. Oh, it's actually meant to be the trebuchet, but that's fine. You get the drift to attack that. That gets me 2 wood, 1, 2. It gets me 4 bravery, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a soldier. And an influence. The influence gets me a craftsman. And the 2 might gets me a patron. Okay, yeah, okay. So you're making it sound like it's a must. Big Deno, get on it. A is level 4. All right, so I need to make 2 levels of covers. I'm just going to do that now so I don't forget. 1, 2. Okay, I think I'm going to spend the rest of these on walls. I've got 5 of them. I don't need the mint. So yeah, let's just do 5 levels of walls. The bolts I think we'll be able to cover. The gatehouse attack, what's the maximum attack it can be? It can be D or E. So D will be 4, E will be 5. Okay, so I just need, all right, I'm going to build 1 more gate. Gets me a patron. Gate's level 5, it's defended. And that was those 2. And now I'm going to spend 4 on walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We definitely want to do the front, so that's 1. We'll do the front again, 2. Ooh. We'll do this one, 3. D, and this one, 4. Okay, that's good. And that also gets us a might, which gets us bravery, which gets us a serf. And it also gets us a patron. And also gets us another might. Okay, our bonus goal is 20 plus might. So we need to get 1, 2, 3 more might. So if we are able to build a little bit more, the gatehouse and a tower will get us the might, 2 might. Where else can we get might from this track over here? We are going to gain might from that and that. So we literally only need 1 more level of castle, and we've achieved 20 might, which is nice. Nice, and as well as probably moving up these tracks will get us there as well. Okay, I've got 4 little worshipy guys. Oh, let's get some food while we're at it, eh? So I'll send 2 serfs to here. 1, 2. Gets me a food and a food production, but that's not really necessary at this point. Let's send 4 soldiers to dig out here. 1, 2, 3. 4. That takes my moat to level 6. Haven't been attacked once from the moat. But it also gets us 2 wood, which we can buy some stuff with. No, I'll spend this to gain a craftsman. And I'll spend those two to build this tower, which gains me another might, which gets me another craftsman. We'll do this one to level 2. And then I'll spend these two to build this wall, probably. Sure. Gets me another patron. And I'll make this one level 4 because, and you can do that because these two are level 3, that's fine. It's getting attacked twice at power B, which is 3, and power A, which is 4. So this side's getting attacked for 4, this side's getting attacked for 3, this side's getting attacked for 3. Okay, do I have any ability to get any higher up there? Yep, I think we do. So I'll send these two patrons here. 1, 2, that gets me the craftsman. And it also gets me whatever that one was, an influence. And then if I send this guy down the bottom here, gets me a brew house and a surf production. But what we might do is flip my my last 2 cards for this Michaelmas. So we get the 4, which is great, and we get the 5, which is even better. So that gets me 2 hearts, which crosses out both my discontent. So we're back on track, as well as 2 resources. I will take a gold, and I'll take a wood. So there's the wood, there's the gold. With the gold, I'm going to buy this knight, and he's going to get me a loyalty. That's going to get me a warrior. The knight, I'm going to research a tactic, which gets me the 4th tactic that I need for that. And we'll research hot oil, I guess, or rocks. No, hot oil, sure. Okay, and with this guy, I will build this wall here. And that will be this one to go to level 3. And that also got me a might. Okay, so we've still got 2 little patrons. All these champions here. We need to do some Valentine's Day festival. So I'll do this, and I'll do a Valentine's Day festival. And let's see if we can get a couple of pairs. No, pink 4, blue 1. If I had more patrons, I'd go there again, but I don't, because that would be pretty likely to knock up a couple more pairs, but that's okay. We haven't really pursued that path. Food. So these 2 serfs are going to get me 1 more food. And a loyalty. So we're 2 food short. And that could be a problem. Just have some beer, lads. No, we just do Lammas Festival and colour in the discontent before that happens. Yep. I think that's it. I think that's all we need to do. So yeah, we'll just do a Lammas card. Purple and green. So that one and that one. So there's one. We'll do another Lammas Festival. Red and purple. Here. There's me 2 food. Or me 2 joy. All sorted. So that's fine. Now, if I went a little bit more loyalty, that might not be too bad. Yeah, we'll do 1 more. Yellow and green. So I'll go here and here. That'll get me 2 loyalty. 1, 2. That gets me an influence. That gets me a might. That gets me a loyalty. That gets me a surf. Oh, you love to colour in circles. cool. So I think we've achieved everything. We'll worry about this in a second. I got 2 serfs. Sure, I'll send one here. That gets me another soldier. And my last serf, I will probably just send to Lammas again. 1, 2, 3. Yep, so we'll go one more Lammas Festival. A purple and a green. Not helpful. Purple, green, done. Let's figure out the attacks. So this one is attacking B, which is the front, for power 3. I've got 3 levels of that. Attacking the rear for power C, that's also 3. I've got 3 levels. So that one's defended. This one, covers, I've bought the 4 covers, that one's defended. This one, we don't know the direction of the attack. This one's the gatehouse, we know that one's defended, it's level 5. This one, the front is being attacked for 3, defended. The right's being attacked for 4, so I need one little soldier there. And the rear's being attacked for 3, defended. And the Escalade card is being attacked for 4, there and there. So the only one we aren't sure of is this one. So let's just hope for the best. We do have a beer, don't forget. So we have 2 beers actually, so we can spend our beer. All right, we cross out 2 of these because of our festival. Hooray! And let's go on to the final attack phase. So that one's defended, no problems. This one, it is a big one. It's an E, which is a 5. Our gatehouse is a 5, so that gets me a bravery. Ta-da! This one is attacked by spending our 4 covers. How good is it that those covers actually got to be used in this game? That is great. That's another bravery, and that's another might. This one is the one that we may need to use beer on. It's attacking the front at level A, which is 4. Our castle defends that, that's fine. This one's defended. This one's defended. We lose some guys, but that's okay. We gain the maximum 4 loyalty. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that gains us 1 might. And that's that. And so now we score our points. Completed sums in Michaelmas, 3 points. Castles defeated, 3 points, that's 6. Completed mint levels, 2, so that's 8. St. Valentine's Festival Pairs. So we're getting 0 points for that, didn't get enough of those. Research Tactics 4, that's 3. So 3, 6, 9, 11 points from those. 0 for Discontent. We have 24 here, we have 22 here, we have 16 here, and we have 22 here. So that's 44, 68, 74, 84, 95 is my final score. Pretty good. Let's check the goal requirements. 60 plus victory points, yes. Completed Mercenaries Quarter, yes. And 0 discontent final tally, that is a yes. We have successfully completed Chapter 3, and we've also achieved the bonus goal of 20 might, which means our next mission will have 1 soldier and 1 serf. What a wonderful experience the Anarchy is. Yeah, great game. I will say this about the Anarchy. It is a great solo game. It's pretty good multiplayer. Hadrian's Wall is actually better multiplayer. So if you are planning to buy one of these for multiplayer, I would recommend Hadrian's Wall. You actually interact with the other players just a little bit more. This one, the only way you really interact is through spies. And yeah, I think the spies are not very interesting personally. Yeah. I mean, this is great. Anytime you get this, it's great. If we had have gotten one more win on the tournaments, I like pursuing tournaments. I think the tournaments are pretty cool. But what I will say is that I find when I go up tournaments, I maxed out bravery already. So when you max out bravery, this is just wasted stuff. I do normally like to go for the chapel and do some knights training. But yeah, just didn't pan out this game. So yeah, that's just how the game plays. This is a great game, Jeepers. It's so good. All right, yeah, hope you enjoyed that playthrough of the Anarchy. I hope Ben goes home and plays it right now, or he's probably already at home actually, but I hope you play it and enjoy it. I will be back tomorrow night. I've actually got Mennefa scheduled for tomorrow night. I've got to watch my playthrough back so I can remember all of the rules for the solo guy. I just am tempted to bump it to like Thursday or something and just play some Deckers. Because Deckers is so good. I haven't been able to stop thinking about Deckers actually. Ricky commented on my video too. Woo, the goat. That's a cool feeling when one of those guys that you look up to and aspire to be is watching this stuff. It feels pretty cool. Yeah, he's such a great guy. He's inspired me. Yeah, I enjoy Mennefa. I look back on it with fondness. I do think I've got to check actually how many games have I played. By the way, I don't know if anyone knew this, but I put cardboard underneath it so I don't get any Nico pen marks on my neoprene. Let me look at my stats on Mennefa. Yeah, I played 4 games of it, so that's pretty good. Yeah. I beat the Automa handily many times. Deckers, on the other hand, is already in the 10 plays. Get around it. I've only won 8 of them. The first couple of games was a loss. 13 plays of Speakeasy. Oathsworn's actually 21 plays, but I just stopped tracking it. Inventions, 7 plays. Origin Story, 6 plays. That was quite fun. We played a couple of multiplayer games of that. Astra Imperium, awesome. 5 games of Mage Knight. How good. 5 games of Sweet Lands, but that's I also played some before Christmas of that. Yeah, it's nice. What's Lord of the Rings? Oh, Fellowship of the Ring, trick-taking game. Sick game. 5 games of Undaunted. Yeah, there's a few on here that should really probably get a little bit more of a look in. I should definitely play more Lisboa. That was strong. Weather Machine also probably deserves another go. Euthia probably too. Mossy and I played some Dwarf Romantic. We had a nice time with that. I'm trying to get her on the channel to play it with me. She'll have a nice time with it. Yeah. Okay. Heroes of the Sanctum. Should play some more of that. Anyway, I'll think about it. Maybe it might be Mennefa. It might be Deckers tomorrow night. Should add this one in. What was it 95? I think. Yep. Cool. Yeah. So it might be Deckers. It might be Mennefa. It probably won't be anything other than those 2. I wouldn't think. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Great session of the Anarchy. I will catch you all again tomorrow. Have a great week. Happy Monday.